This video is not about how hot it is. It's not about where Saipan is or how close to the equator we are. It's not about how to find Bird Island or how to get to El Toro, but it is about things that you would only know from living here. But before we get to that, check out this intro video.
Hey, what up? I'm Pastor Mattie Ice, and this is my wife, Victoria.
And we love water.
Our dog is water, the ocean in Saipan is water, and people around the world drink water. So go on an adventure with us
By hitting that subscribe button
as we make a splash around the world. So we wanted to make a video about what's it like if you move to the island of Saipan for work.
Pastor Steve from Kentucky has made that decision. He'll be here in January.
He's coming to Saipan Community Church to be the pastor. And we said, we're going to ask you a few questions. Your family will respond, and then we'll respond. The first question is, how do you stay connected?
It depends. I will use Google Meet. On other times I will use Hangouts.
What is Hangouts?
We like to text. We like to use Facebook to share pictures.
Yeah, and I prefer to just talk to people.
My favorite TV show is Phineas and Ferb, and I like Disney Plus to watch that on.
My favorite TV station is Grit, which is a Western station, and my favorite TV show is Tales of Wells Fargo, because you just can't get the drop on Jim Hardy.
But my favorite streaming service would have to be Netflix.
So there are two places to get pretty much all your connectivity, and that is Docomo.
We have IT&E, and it's sometimes not so reliable.
If you're really in the mood to binge watch a Netflix show, you might want to go ahead and download it before. Is it download or upload?
Download.
Carolyn and I both have 10 gig packages, $50 a line, but also $10 to call home to the United States anywhere for $10 extra.
Victoria and I use Google Voice for our text service. So if you want to go the completely free option, Google Voice has you covered.
And number two, we want to talk about shopping.
I shop online some. I used to absolutely love eBay, but the thing of it is you start buying stuff you don't really want or need just because it's an auction and you want to win.
Like in person some, but mostly online to get the best deals.
Since COVID, they do this thing where you order ahead of time and then go pick it up, and I help out with that sometimes. My favorite store is not a grocery store at all, it's Rural King.
A lot of times you're not going to be able to find the things you want. See, Meg said that she likes to do the order online and pick up, and they have that here thanks to Easy Eats. But always be prepared to click the option that says I'm willing for substitutions, because a lot of times you just don't have what you want. When something is available, buy it. Steve said he liked Rural King. When we first moved here, I was like, hey, where can I find a trash can?
Ace Hardware.
Where can I find a shovel?
Ace Hardware.
Where can I find paint?
Ace Hardware.
Pretty much anything we ask for.
Ace Hardware.
Yes, it's not Rural King, but
Ace Hardware.
right next to Joe 10. There's always this place. If you're more a fan of local hardware stores, there's this place. And then there's the Paseo, which is usually home of a lot of great shopping and restaurants.
But right now it's largely shut down because there are no tourists.
You're gonna need to know where this place is. After you go online, you find out that they actually ship to the island of Saipan, and then you have to wait a little bit of time for it to get here. The next question, one of our favorite things, where do you like to eat and what do you like to eat?
My favorite food is probably steak, but my favorite type of food is Mexican.
I like Mexican restaurants, and I like Mexican food, but Italian would be my favorite.
Yeah.
Any kind of pasta.
For my favorite food, I like tacos.
Well, don't worry, you're in luck. If you don't want to spend $2 on a taco from Taco Bell,
On Sundays and also Tuesdays, you get $1 tacos. And my favorite, the Dynamite Taco, is the fish taco.
so we're pretty sure this is going to be your favorite restaurant.
360 revolving restaurant on top of where we're currently at. There you're going to find chicken fettuccine, chicken and steak fajitas, steak here, and also seafood and fish.
They didn't say they like fish.
But I love all of that. Also an important dynamic, what are you going to do together? What type of activity, what type of family fun are you going to have?
The boys and I used to really like dirt bike riding, and the girls always did girl things. What is it we do as a family? What's our family activity?
Every
Deer
fall.
hunting.
And our other family activity usually involves Parker here.
If you and your dog aren't ready to run up a mountain, run up Suicide Cliff, go hiking through a bunch of trails all around the island,
You can come to beautiful Peace Park.
they have trails that lead you all the way up here, and then you have a big open spot. So whether you're like, hey, I want to go take my dog for a walk, or I want to go fly a kite because it's super windy, come here and see the sunset too.
But what if you're not the one moving here? What if your friend or your loved one is moving here? Well, Matt lived over here for about 4 or 5 months before I did, and you just get used to it. Just know that the internet's not always reliable, and get used to the time difference. It can work. It's a little strange at first, but you can make it work. And just know that you can send stuff in the mail. And it's not an extra cost because this is a U.S. territory. We have a video about that.
How did
over
these
there.
boxes get here?
Or down here.
Don't worry, there's so much food here. Thai food, Korean food.
Filipino food, seafood.
They didn't say anything about fish!
Wait, they're bringing their dog? Well, you can bring your dog. It's just time consuming and kind of expensive, but if it's worth it to you, bring that pooch.
You mentioned hunting. Myself, also very avid bow hunter in the States. Go to Rhoda and maybe.
If you like shopping, especially at local convenience stores, there are so many
Markets.
markets. Hey, another thing we all agree with is make sure you
Eat
subscribe.
all the seafood you can.
Hey, I'm Pastor Mattie Ice.
I'm Victoria.
I'm Pastor Justin.
Wherever you are in the world or wherever you're going, make sure you always stay chill and float on. Oh, hey, we forgot to mention that there are a lot of cool things, and if you actually want to see those, like our Bird Island treks, and Victoria and I built a beach house on Bird Island, you can click that playlist right here. Hey, if you want to watch more of our videos or even see Pastor Justin, myself, and eventually Pastor Steve preach live at Saipan Community Church, the links are in the description below. We put bloopers at the end of all of our videos, so check out some of these. There are a lot of them.
If you want to see a whole video about bloopers, put it in the comments below.
You don't have to cut it, I'll cut it.
And sometimes we will even do, I just forgot the Apple FaceTime. We'll FaceTime.
That's not a family activity.
All right, you got it?
Forward back.
Forward back it!
That's dumb. Why did I say that?
That's good. That's when you're supposed to say eat seafood.
I don't know.
Are you
I'm so out of it now.
Take
All
32,
right, let's do
33.
it. We're probably like 52 or
52.
something. I don't know.
All right, here we go. Thanks, Gabe. All right, is make sure you
Eat plenty
subscribe.
of seafood.
Oh my goodness.
I don't have anything to drink. Okay, all right. Go back upstairs and we get your water bottle and come back. Go, okay.
Cut.